So the first mistake that most guys make when trying to get in shape is, I think the most important one is training without a plan. So mainly, you guys, you're in shape, you need to lose weight, you need to work on that bird chest, you know, you need to fix that double chin. So what happens is guys may watch motivational videos, they get amped up, and now they want to go to the gym. Perfect, great. But here's the problem. You're going with no plan. You're going with no structure. This is the biggest mistake. What's going to happen is this. You're going to go to the gym. You're going to hop on the treadmill. You might do a little, some push-ups here and there. You might do some squats or whatever. But then that's only going to last for so long. After a while, you're going to get tired of going on a treadmill. You're going to get tired of hopping on the Stairmaster. Because why? You don't have a plan. You don't have any structure. How are you going to get stronger? There's no answer. You don't have a strategy. You just have hope. I'm going to go to the gym right now and I hope I can get in shape. If I can just keep doing the cardio machine, if I do some BS free weights, if I just do machines, then eventually I'm going to get in shape. And that's not how it works. To get in shape, you need a plan. To get in shape, you need structure. You need a path of where you need to be. You need to identify your goals and have a plan in place to attack those goals. If you don't have that, you're going to fail. It's that simple. You're going to fail. There's no other way around it. So make sure, if you're starting your health journey, make sure you understand what you're getting into. Make sure you understand what you need to do to get to where you want to be. Have a plan. Don't just hop in there and think that you're going to do some push-ups, go run, do a bullshit ass strength training workout with no type of progressive overload and no way of pushing yourself, and you're going to get in shape. It's not how it works. Okay? Have a plan in place, have some structure, and you'll get there. The second one is another big one, is you quit too soon. And you quit too soon. Why? Because you don't see results right away. And this plays into why you need to have a plan. You need to have a plan so you don't quit too soon. Because when you're just out there just doing whatever, when you're just throwing darts at the wall, kicking the can down the road, you never can track your progress. You're never going to know where you are in your journey. So what happens is guys may be consistent, right? Or they say they're consistent for 2-3 weeks, and then they don't see any results. And the main reason why is they keep checking the scale. This is one of the biggest reasons why people quit too soon. You check the scale every single day, right? Guess what? You're doing yourself a disservice, because what you don't know is that every day our diet is up and down. What we put into our body affects our weight. So one day you might have had too much sodium. Guess what? Your weight's going to change. You might have drank a lot of water. Your weight's going to change. So there's so many, you might have ate a little bit more than you need to. Your weight's going to change. It's not going to stay there. It might just be there for that day, but eventually it's going to go back down to normal. But what happens is you guys quit too soon because you see that the weight is not changing, or it may have even increased in the process of you gaining weight. And now you're looking around and be like, hey, hold on. I've been coming to the gym for about 3 weeks now, and I've gained weight. Well, the problem is, even if you had a plan, you shouldn't even be checking your weight every single day. What you need to do is you need to check your weight once a week on the same day at the same time. So if you check your weight every Friday at noon, that's the time you need to be checking your weight going forward. Every Friday at noon. Keep it consistent. Keep it the same day, the same time. Don't change it, because that's where you're going to see the most accurate results. That's when your body is going to be in the most accurate form to show you where you are, to show your progress. So you quit too soon mainly because you guys keep checking the scale every single day. And the last one here, which I think is very underrated, and I've seen from a lot of people, is they think that if they fast, if they do intermittent fasting, then they're going to lose weight. So most people they might be overweight, they might feel like they need to lose weight, and they think that the key to get back in shape or lose weight is I'm going to do intermittent fasting. But what they don't know about intermittent fasting is that it's only really for people that are already active. It's only for people that already eat a certain amount of calories. If you're under eating, because mainly a lot of times you have people that overeat. So being overweight comes in two categories mostly, right? Or just out of shape, period. It comes in two categories. One is you overeat. You're eating too many calories. You're eating in a calorie surplus. And then the second one is that most people don't realize is you're under eating. So you're eating less than your baseline caloric intake. So let's say your caloric intake is, that you need to maintain your weight is 1,500. You are way below baseline eating at 1,100 a day, mainly because your metabolism is slow because you don't eat and you don't exercise. So you'll see people that say, Mac, I don't know how I'm fat. I don't know how I'm overweight. I only eat one time a day. That's because your body is storing extra fat because your body's not processing and breaking down foods as quickly as it needs to. So what happens is your body is going to store that extra fat, which is why you have a high body fat percentage. Even if they're not really severely overweight, their body fat percentage is going to be extremely high. So they're wondering why, they're not in the best of shape. They're wondering why they can't seem to lose weight. Well, you have a high body fat percentage because you're not active. Your body isn't breaking down foods as fast as it needs to. So the problem here is fasting isn't going to cure that. Fasting is not going to be the solution. And that goes back to you quitting too soon because you think that fasting is going to be the thing that you're going to use to get back in shape and lose more weight. No, you don't need to do fasting. That is only for a certain demographic of people. What you need to do is you need to start strength training. You need to start lifting weights. Put off cardio. Don't do too much cardio right now because you're already in a lethargic state, your body wise. What you need to do is start to lift weights. What lifting weights is going to do, it's going to speed up your metabolism. Now it's going to make you hungrier, which and then is gonna help you break down food a lot faster. So now you can start eating more as time goes on. That's how you break that under eating cycle.